Right. Welcome all to Portugal qualifying, and I'm just getting myself sorted.
Yeah, so far a couple good laps here with Fletch taking the lead. SLR, Evo, and Venster all sitting on the front right now.
I'll be with you in a minute, mate. I'm just sorting myself out.
Take a spin by Steak.
Do we have anyone on a fast lap?
Sorry, I was checking the Discord here. Looks like Spiky is running a fast lap now. Desert, and looks like Knight Rider's coming along the line right now with a 1:19.2.
On board with Fusion now, just doing a fast lap from the looks of it. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. Got a bit wide. I don't think the other guy's got to get in his way. He's a bit further ahead.
1:17.5 is going to be pretty tough to beat. Looks like Evo and Fletcher 0.02 of a second apart from each other, so it's a pretty close battle going on up top.
I see he's not set a lap yet, but he's just about to come across the line now. Let's see what time he can do. Gonna come across the line to do a 1:18.1, which puts him into 6th. Looks like Skeet's gone again, but he's just had a wobble there.
Knight Rider coming across the lot. He's actually going in the pits.
Let's see what Steve can do. 1:17.9. Puts him into. And Benster, fast as he is, let's see what he is do on this lap.
Oh, we only got one McLaren in this race. That's unfortunate. Interesting spread to see all the different teams. I think the closest together is kind of a mix between the Alpine and the Alpha Tauri.
Benster comes across the line to do a 1:17.3, which puts him first by 0.2 of a second just about. Shortly followed by Fletch on a 1:17.5. Not much of a gap between him and Evo of 2/200 of a second. 200th of a second. Shortly followed by Dolphin, who is 2 and a bit tenths behind. Then we've got Steak, who is 1/10 behind Dolphin. Then we come into the 1:18s, and we've got Weehan.
Real close battle between Weehan and Josh, however you say that.
Jock?
Jock, yeah, I'm going to say Jock.
Yeah, 100th of a second. Then we've got Icy, who is 6/100ths of a second off. Then Petty, again, is a 10th off, who just gone wide over. Oh, he's given up that lap.
It's like Carrar's coming out for a fast lap. Looks like he's pretty quick on the straight.
And the only one not to set a time at the moment is Carrera, who is out on a fast lap now. Stay on board and see what he can do. So far so good with Carrera. Let's stay on board with him while he sets his lap.
Colden suggests that we press B so it close the spectator menu.
Done. Right, last corner to go. Let's see what he can do. I'm going to guesstimate at a 119.1. I was going to say late 18s, but
Yeah, it was
sure
close.
he's got a bit more. He's got a bit more in the pocket, I reckon.
Well, with only
Oh, and he
just
spun.
under 3 minutes left. Ooh, that was a close call there.
Right, we've got Knight Rider just starting his fast lap. Let's follow him on board and see what he can do. Nicely done, coming out of that corner. Using up all the track. Oh, and I think he's just invalidated.
Who are you on board with?
Knight Rider. Yeah, he invalidated his lap there, just at the last moment.
Looks like Icy's out on a hot lap right now. Coming around T1.
Yep.
Oh,
He's
he might, it looks like
invalidated as well.
Yep.
Right, we've got Jock coming around the last few corners.
Looks like Steek's pushing a new one as well. It's going to be tough trying to keep it in the boundaries for this last lap. Everyone's trying to push real hard to get the best time on this last minute.
Got Weehan doing his last ditch attempt. Oh, and I think he's just invalidated as well.
Evo with a 117.2.
Having Benster off the top step. And Dolphin has crashed.
Ooh, beautiful line by Steek on this final sector here.
Benster's coming in now for his flying lap. Just crossing the line, doing a 117.3. Not enough to take first.
Steek's coming in real quick. It's going to be close. Oh, he's
Benster.
1/10 off.
Benster locked up on corner 2. Let's hope he can recover from that. He is 0020 down on his time.
So looking at the grid now, looks like we're going to have Evo on pole with Benster shortly behind with just a 1/10 difference, it looks like, just over 1/10, followed by Fletch, Jock, and Steek. Looks like we got a few flying laps coming in. Icy coming in through the first turn for the final sector.
Well, Benster's a quarter of a second up, so I wouldn't count him out just yet.
Oh, I didn't realize he was still on the fastest lap.
He might just get it here. And he did.
117.0. 2/10
Right.
up, man. That's pretty incredible.
Got it out of the bag last second. Take pull. Congratulations, Benster. So he made up a good 0.2 of a second in the second sector. Lost 200th of a second during the third sector and managed to take the pole. And fatalities, we have Dolphin and Knight Rider.
Fatalities. That's good. F1 Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. So that is the end of qualifying.
And I think it comes to our 5-minute break now.
It is, yep. So
Let's hope we
hang
don't.
tight.
Let's hope we don't have to do a lobby restart. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope. It's Div 1, so I'm pretty certain they all know the score.
Seems like a couple new names that I'm not overly familiar with. I guess I haven't really spent too much time looking at the lineup for Div 1, but I know we got a lot of fast guys, but we'll see.
Jock is a new name, Finn Petty is a new name, and Jay Moore is a new name. So
Yeah.
I wish them well for the race.
So what are you thinking for tire strategy on this one?
Well, as always, it's going to be mediums and hards, so it all depends which way around you go, what safety cars we have, to whether if people are going to be brave and go on to the softs. Say at the end of the race there may be a late minute safety car. It might be worth diving onto the softs and see if it can score some points, extra places.
I noticed in the F2 race earlier in the week, there was a pretty good mix between the alternate and the standard strategies. I think Benster is probably going to go with that alternate, starting with the harder tires, and might cause an issue with him trying to stay in front, but especially with how close those times were. I know you had a 2/10 difference in that qualifying, but the rest of the gang looked pretty quick, so it's going to be tough.
Well, if he starts on the hards, it leaves him the faster tyre later on in the race where he can
make up the time.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yep.
Any predictions on who's going to win?
You know, I'm typically a gambling man, and I don't think it's out of the norm to put my money on Benster. I mean, he's shown himself to be pretty damn quick. I'd like to see SLR Evo really give him a run for his money, and then interesting to see some of the new names being pretty high up there on the grid. So I'm going to say probably Benster, Evo, and then I think Jock might take number 3.
Right, well, we'll have to wait and see. Just looking at a screen at the moment while we wait for players to load up.
I'm pull up the Twitch on my phone here so I can read the comments. Looks like we got 5 people watching today. Appreciate everyone hopping on. Hoping to see a lot higher numbers than 5. going forward, but I think we got a lot of potential to keep that going.
Right, can we just clarify that both of our sounds are coming through?
Someone in the chat? No, looks like 12 people now. Maybe my phone's just not updated. J Moore 1717 says hello.
Yep. I'm just double checking. Yeah, man, when it comes to turn one, they're just gonna have to hold your nerve, no silly mistakes, and keep it on the track. Race will be due to start in 3 minutes, I believe.
Alright, so I am pulling up the race director now. Looks like Benster is going to be starting on the hards, and an interesting selection by Icy. It looks like he's starting on. Oh no, okay, so that switched to softs or mediums, but it said that he was starting on softs for a second there. Fletch with the last. Go ahead.
I was going to say that would be brave starting on softs because you'd only get a few laps out of them.
Yeah, looks like Fletch had a last-minute decision to go hards. Looks like the rest of the field is pretty much going mediums.
Right, so formation lap. Everybody's getting away nicely.
Looks like an interesting setup by Wehan. Looks like he's got a really tall front end there. I don't know if that's just the way the car looks or not, but significantly taller than the rest.
He doesn't want to be flying through the track because he'll be sitting on that grid for quite some time waiting for the others to catch up.
Ooh, close one there. What's going on with that? It's like either a lockup or someone just brake checking.
Who was that with?
I think that was between Dolphin, Icy, and Spiky.
J Moore has got to catch up. See everyone gets into there.
And Praise asks, what time was for P1? Look, Spencer's time was a 1:17.0, so it is just about in the 1:16s.
And we've got Jock and Dolphin disqualified, missing their launch box. And Jay Moore and Knight Rider. So they're going to be starting on very cold tyres. And it's lights out, and here we go. Nice
looks like
start
a slow
in the
start.
mid-pack.
Yeah, it looks like a slow start for one of the Red Bulls, Dolphin. Dolphin dropping back heavily.
Spin. Jay Moore clipping Icy's spanning. Excellent start from Finn Petty. He made up 4 places. Evo took Benster off the start and has got a 8/10 of a lead.
Nice close pack coming in that turn 5, I think that is.
So we've got
looks like Spikey's cutting off Jock.
second, third and fourth pretty close to each other, trying to make them extra places up while they can.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close. They're gonna have to work together to catch up that time to Evo. He got a pretty good jump on everyone, and already being 1.4 seconds ahead of Fenster. That's gonna be a long pull.
Ivy is right on the back tail of that Alpha Tauri of Steek. Nearly went for the overtake, but probably thought better of it. Let's see if he's got the straight line speed to get him down this straight. And Evo's just set the fastest lap of a 1:22.9. I don't think without DRS or whatnot he's going to get him down there straight, no.
Alright, so coming out of the first lap, looks like some of the big movers are going to be Finn Petty, 7 positions up, followed by, it looks like, a couple ties for 2 places up. Icy going down 7 places from that initial spin on P2.
Jay Moore is just about to take Dolphin for 10th place.
Yep,
He's
there it
on the
is.
outside. Just, is he going to get him? Oh, he came back, he got him. Well done, Jay Moore, nice and clean. Respect the Dolphin for giving him the space. Icy's just taken Fusion, and Fusion's into the wall.
Icy, is there, okay, so is that a safety car or virtual or?
No, it's just yellow flags.
Okay.
He's off driving again, 10 seconds down. There's a possibility there that I think Icy might have some damage. He's crawling around a bit on the slow side here. Not been a very good start for him, being spun out. Let's see if he goes in the pits. I think he will. Yeah. Nope. Not coming out the pits.
Yeah, Evo is pulling away real quick from the rest of the pack. I mean, as it sits, even with the yellow, he's about 3 seconds ahead of everyone. Drive-through penalty, dang. Looks like what happened to you last week.
Yep. There's a midfield battle here between Steek, Ivy and Jock. Jock being at the back of the pack. But he's making up some ground. Let's stay on board with him, see if he can't catch up. He's just lost 0.3 of a second.
Are we back to green?
Yes we are. Okay, he's made up 0.4 in 3 corners, but until we see DRS we're not going to see much in the way of overtakes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be settled down for quite a few laps. Looks like Spikey is right on the back of Steek, but I don't think it's close enough to do any overtakes.
going to be a close one between the three of them. And if we skip forward, we've got Benster, Finn Petty and Fletch very close to each other as well, within 1.1 seconds between the three cars.
Looks like Evo's fastest lap is about 2 seconds quicker than Benster's fastest so far, so probably explains why he's pulling away. I know those hards are especially difficult to keep temperature in, and with how long that yellow flag was, I'm sure
He's lost a lot of temperature.
Yeah.
Finn Petty is on the backside of Benster. Let's see if he can go for the overtake. The next lap when ERS is enabled.
Fastest lap by Evo with a 1:27.
Looks like them mediums are switching on a lot nicer than the hards, because he is reeling him in.
You're on board with
Finn Petty, third place Finn Petty. He is right up the tail of Benster. Must be struggling to get them hards working.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good gap between Jock and the tight group of Spiky, Weehan, and Steek. Weehan is right on the tail of Steek right now. All on mediums.
Weehan Gamer has joined the back of the fight, but he was a good second and a half behind.
Spiky on the inside of Weehan doesn't get the move done.
Oh, Spiky with a 3-second penalty. Doesn't want to get too many of them. Oh, nearly. It's going to be a DRS train down here, I would have thought.
Colden is asking for the map and speed on the telemetry.
Right, there we go. Oh, another 3 seconds for Spiky. That's not playing very well.
Yeah, that's probably going to really drop him towards the bottom for this one. Div 2 pace being as fast as it is, it's going to be tough making that up.
As we speak, that would put him just in front of Knight Rider at this moment in time. And can't be another 3 seconds.
Third one.
9 seconds already. Wow. So Steek, Weehan, Ivy and Jock four-way battle for 5th. And we've got Carrera catching up to the back of Dolphin. I see a long way back, losing 6 places all in all. Wonder if he's carrying some kind of damage.
Looks like Desert Eagle may have some damage. Yeah, he's dropped back 24 seconds from the leader. Or no, that's from Icy actually. Looks like the lap times have kind of balanced out between the drivers, even on the different tire strategies. Most running in the low 121s with a couple 122s here and there. Still a long ways to go from Evo's 127, but still most of the race left to go. So
yeah, still a long way to go. Anything can happen. The only real battle that's going on at the minute is 5th, 6th and 7th.
Alright, so now that the race has started, I know we kind of went through the predictions earlier. Where do your predictions sit now?
Well, the way that Evo is just kind of pulling away, it's his to lose.
Another 3-second penalty from Spike.
Ooh, that's not going to go well. That's 12 seconds in total now for Ivy. But I've got the sneaking suspicion that because Benster's on the hard tyre now, when it comes round to being on the medium tyres, he's going to reel him in because he'll have to then go to the hard tyre.
Yeah, so I'm checking out the lap time right now, and it looks like he's only 0.3 down on the hards from Evo now, so...
Ah, there we go.
Hyper says, good evening from Paris.
Oh, thank you, Hypers.
Alright, chat, who do you got for the win today? I know we got a close battle going on for the front between Evo, Benster, and Finn. I think Fletch is probably going to be in that battle there. We'll have to see how these tire strategies work out towards the end.
Oh, and a nice overtake from Fletch there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Turn one, going down the inside.
Yeah, Finn Petty locked up, and Ivy is out. DNF. Has he crashed, or is he just retired?
I think he might have crashed. I didn't see any retirement notification. And so one thing I want to call out is with that turn one overtake by Fletch, he did set the new best lap, but with a 120.6, just shortly behind Evo's 120.7. So.
Oh, something's happened to Benster. He's down into 6th. I think he may have spun.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Hyper says he's looking for Benster to win, and he wants to call out that Icy has caught back up after his drive-through. Yes, good point. Definitely running some quick laps after that. Still towards the back of the pack, but like we had mentioned, there's still a lot of laps to go, so anything can happen.
And that's a 3-second penalty for Knight Rider.
And Jay Moore, both.
Oh, yep.
We're at lap 10 here, so I'm going to do my best Hyper's impersonation, so, or impression, I guess. With lap 10 coming around on this track, I'm sure the tires are going to be screaming, "Oh no, take me off! I've had too much!"
Oh, there's a nice little spread going on at the minute, and the only one that's pretty close is Benster on Weehan.
Yeah, definitely closing up around the back of him, and the other Alpine seems to be catching up to Benster as well.
I don't think the mediums are going to have much more left in them. What, 3-4 laps, perhaps? 14-15 laps would be the time to come in. Depends how long, if they can look after their tyres long enough.
7G Racing asked for a full map. Do you have the mini map on or the full track?
Mini map.
Yeah, let's
full
throw
track.
the full
There
map.
we go.
Yep, perfect.
And Knight Rider with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits.
That's going to be tough to make up.
Benster on Weehan, he's got the inside line. He's managed to do it. That takes Benster up to 5th, but I believe Weehan is coming back at him. And now Weehan has the inside line. this is close. I heard
Ooh,
contact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tight battle. Gave Jock the opportunity to catch up just a little bit. Is he going to go for a move on the inside?
I don't think he fought that one too much.
Yeah.
But he might come back in the next DRS. I'll stay on board and see what he does. He's literally the closest person.
Looks like Carrara's right on the tail of Icy, so I don't know if Icy has some damage or if Carrara's just running some real fast. Well, I guess Icy's running those old mediums and Carrara's on those hards, so. Ooh,
3-second penalty for Carrera.
There's the streamer's curses, the others would say. Yeah, great battle on between Benster, Wehan, and Jock, and pretty much nose to tail for the last 4 or 5 laps, I think. Ooh,
Yeah,
little wiggle by
good
Jock
racing,
there.
plenty of space. Nicely done. Right. Benster is slowly reeling in Skeet. Let's see if he can catch up with him. Lost 0.2 of a second in that corner though.
All right, who are we gonna see pit first?
Ooh, I'm not quite sure on that one.
Seems like everyone's running pretty low downforce with the exception of a couple, or high downforce, sorry.
I wonder if any of them are waiting for a safety car so they can have a cheap stop.
Yeah.
Icy's making up a small amount of time on Dolphin. He's nearly 12 seconds behind, but he's knocked out half a second in the last few corners.
Looks like Benster's gaining a little time on Wehan, catching up to, who's he in front of? Steak. Dolphin, 3-second penalty. Serves you well.
Not much going at the back of the grid, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's pretty spread out for the most part. Most people just holding off on their tires, seeing where they can make up time and if they can do any sort of under or overcuts on anyone. I didn't see a whole lot of predictions from the chat in terms of who you think you're going to win. I saw Hypers is going for Colton, sorry, I'm reading off the names. Colton, you're not going to win any race. What are we talking about? You're going to be crashed out the entire time.
Right, we've got Jock on the backside of Wehan with DRS and ERS activated. He's catching, too far back though. But he has a second chance on the next DRS. Ooh, nicely done, he caught right up there. Oh, and we've got 2 pitters of J Moore and Centurion.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much right on schedule where we're anticipating, and we'll have to see how those, they went from mediums to hards, okay, yeah, so we'll have to see how that fares for them in the end. I know we still have probably another 3 laps on the hards from Fletch, Benster, and Jock here, but
Right,
I could only imagine that the rest of the gang is going to pit this lap.
J Moore, Centurion and Icy's just pitted for fresh hards.
Looks like,
The rest
yeah.
of the field are on 13 lapped old mediums and hards, so not much longer before they come in. Got 8 seconds of penalties on Knight Rider, 3 seconds each on Dolphin, J Moore and Carrera. Everybody else is clean. 1 stop for the back of the groups.
Looks like Wehan is in the pits now. Pretty interesting to see Evo and the rest of the medium runners still running this many laps on those mediums.
Right, let's see what And Wehan is now on the hard tyres. So Fletch, Benster and Jock, I reckon will be going toward lap 18, 19, where the medium runners will have to come in with the next lap or two. I think driver of the day regardless is going to go to Finn Petty, making up 7 places off pretty much off the start. I think he's made 1 place since, and that was Skeet. Oh no, it would have been Benster when he span.
Looks like Evo's just now hitting the pits. Or, yeah, Evo.
Yep. And Finn Petty followed him in. You've got Benster right on the tail of Skeet. Is he going to take him? Yes, he is. Down into the first corner. Is he going to take the inside track and come back at him?
Empraise asked, what happened to Benster? I think that Benster had a little hiccup and spun around lap 6. This has been since battling it out between Wehan and Jock.
Right, most of the group now are on fresh hard tyres. There's only the top 4 that are still going. 1 on mediums, 3 on hards.
Icy's right on the back of Desert Eagle.
Oh, yep.
I think
fresh hards
Desert's
versus 12-year-old mediums.
12-year-old.
What did I say? Yeah, my bad. Right. He's got ERS, he's got DRS, and makes that
easy overtake.
Next target is Knight Rider. Five-second penalty for Steak for speeding in the pit lane.
That's really going to hurt him, especially being in podium.
To be fair, that is a nasty pit entry.
Yeah.
If you pick your spot wrong, that's it. It's very easily done. I did it in F2 on Wednesday, but I thought it was a 50-mile-an-hour pit, and it wasn't. It was 37. So I ended up getting a 5-second penalty.
I'm almost certain this is a 50-mile-an-hour. I mean, I guess chat would let me know otherwise, but I thought that this was, unless it's different for F2, I guess.
Yeah, in the F2 it was 37 miles an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hardly ever do anything with F2, so.
Right, so Fletch is in the lead with 7 seconds, shortly followed by Benster.
Yeah.
So it's which one of them are going to dive in the pits first. I suppose you want to make your hard tyres go as long as possible, so you've got nice fresh mediums for the end.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they're gonna kind of play chicken, and whoever pits first, they're gonna follow shortly after that. All
Benster
3
with the fastest
leaders
lap.
going on the old hards too. All 3 of the top leaders running 17-lap old hards right now.
And a 3-second penalty for Knight Rider. But slowly but surely Benster is reeling in Fletch. Just a case of who goes first. Got Jock 3.2 seconds behind Benster. Evo just came out of the pits not long ago, 2 laps ago. He's got 20 seconds on Benster. What's the pit stop around here? Be about 21, 22 seconds?
I actually don't know. I try to avoid this track at all costs because I hate it with my entire human existence.
Skeet on now 5 seconds penalties, J Moore 3, Dolphin 3, Carrera on 6, and Knight Rider on 11 seconds.
Benster pitting for mediums.
Icy has gained 2.5 seconds on him in the last 2.5 laps.
Looks like Finn had dropped a couple places, getting Jay Moore one lap or one position closer to. Oh, there we go. That was a close call on that exit there. I'm not sure if you caught that.
I just seen the swap around. Yeah, Finn Petty took Benster.
Sure, Fletch and Jock are going to be pitting this lap. Oh, was that a crash?
Believe SES Fusion has DNF, so I don't know if he's crashed or retired. I didn't quite catch that. But now will be the time to come in and pit if we're going to. Let's see what they do. Fletch is in. Jock is coming around the corner now, so you'd be daft not to.
Yep. Pretty much ideal time for a safety car on those hard runners. I'm sure Benster's not going to like that a whole lot.
Oh, it's a cheap pit stop, really, isn't it?
Oh, interesting. Icy just came out of the pits. I thought he had just recently pitted.
He was on the hards, so he might have fancied the swap to the mediums to help him catch up a bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's a full safety car, so yeah, he's crashed out on track. Sorry, no, what I can do.
Looks like the chat room's pretty quiet, but Hypers seems to be enjoying his time in Paris at the Louvre.
Oh, you should bugger off.
They let him pass, or was that what was going on there?
Oh, I think Jock has made a mistake here by not pitting. He's on 19 lap old tyres.
Oh, he did.
Dolphin's on intermediates. What the hell?
What the hell is going on there? he's just doing it for scientific research.
Yeah, I suppose so. He'll be in the pit in the next half a lap because his tyres will be bald.
Could only imagine the temps that he's going to be getting.
Oh yeah. Have you seen him going along with his tyres on fire? Oh, now he comes into the pit, but
he's going to lose a lot of positions there.
Yeah, that was a unfortunate mistake. He's gonna come down to maybe 7th.
There's a lot of penalties going on, though. I mean, at least 2 speeding in the pit lanes. Or there's 3 different people with multiple track violations. So I mean, there's a lot at play for at least the top 5.
Well, we've got Skeet on 5, J Moore on 6, Jock on 5 himself. We go down to Dolphin on intermediate tyres for some reason. Carrera on 6 seconds. And Knight Rider in 13th with 6 seconds.
Finn looks like he's definitely taking the lead for driver of the day, making up 8 places in total. So quite the drive going on for him.
Dolphin back in the pits for some medium tyres.
Must have made a mistake on his
Yeah.
Which is funny because we just talked about that beforehand. So hopefully he.
It's easily done, you know, when you try to change your tyre setup when you're ready to come in the pits. One extra click and you've got to pit again.
Yeah. Hypers will be heading out to Paris here in August, so if you have any recommendations for me while you're down there, let me know.
I would say this is definitely a three-way horse now between Fletch, Finn and Benster. Jock was in, but he's pitted twice now and he's down to 8th as we speak. Carrera's in the points.
Well, he still
No,
got those
9th.
penalty though.
Well, 11 laps to go.
The
Never
front
know.
runners are all really close too, so it's going to be a really interesting restart. And with Finn being on hards as opposed to the fresh mediums from Fletch and Benster, it's going to be tough to keep that position.
Yeah, he may not take first, but I think he's going to be on the podium perhaps.
Yeah.
But Evo there in 5th might come back to surprise him. Because them hards are incredibly difficult to keep warm. Safety car in this lap, so they're all going to bunch up now while they wait for the safety car to get back to the pits.
Get those those hard tires all warmed up before that restart. Looks like Steek's got a good gap between him and Benster. He's going to have to close that up before that restart. And as we go green,
Fletcher's off. I think the Haas of Knight Rider getting in his way there.
ooh, lots of action at that on the back 3 there, yeah.
Ooh, slight contact between Finn and Knight Rider. Is that Benster? No, it's not Benster.
Icy and Jock going side by side.
That's got to be. That is Knight Rider getting in the way. You get a lot of blue flags there.
Ooh, someone hitting the sign. Is that Carrara smashing the sign trying to leave room? Yeah, man, lots of action going on with Icy right now. He's really pushing on the back of Dolphin now.
Well, this has allowed him to catch right back up. And pretty, yep, 5-second penalty for Knight Rider for ignoring blue flags. But,
Oh, and he spun.
we've got Weehan who's just lost control. And
Oh, dang.
unfortunately, what was he in 5th?
Yeah, I think he was in 6th or 7th coming out of the pits.
Steeker's also right down the order. He was 3rd at one point.
Yeah, so quite the change going out of the restart here.
Icy is up to 8th now from what was dead last.
So Jay Moore now taking 7 positions. Centurion is up 5. Carrara is up 4. And Icy is back to. Icy and Dolphin are back to where they started.
Fletch still with the fastest lap of a 1:23. 1:20.3, should I say. We have both Fenn and Jay Moore on 7 positions gained. Looks like Weehan's taking some damage because he's coming in for his 3rd stop.
We'll have to see how the setups fare towards the end of this race. I mean, Fletch has got a 3.5-second lead on Benster right now with 1 lap fresher tires. So I mean, depending on the setup, I mean, it's pretty. He may just have this one in the bag.
Fletch again with the fastest lap, 1:19.7.
Looks like Jules was thinking we had Barcelona tomorrow. Wouldn't that be nice? But nope, we have Portugal.
Yeah, looking forward to that race. It could be fun. Keeping it clean seems to be there's a lot of penalties going on there.
Yeah.
So we're like 2/3 of the way through this race, and it's been quite eventful.
It's like Finn is pushing really hard on the back of Evo. That had made up quite a few places in the last couple laps. Really pushing his DRS or his ERS now. So Jay Moore with only 13% ERS remaining, right on the back of Finn.
Icy has took Dolphin, is now on the back of Centurion. Tyres are pretty equal, so that shouldn't be a hamper for him. Let's see it sit on the back of him and see if he can get Centurion down the back. But Centurion
So
will
Evo's. Go ahead.
Centurion's got DRS as well, so he's not going to catch him on this occasion.
Looks like Evo is really catching up to Benster now. He might have been pushing on his ERS heavily, but sitting at 43% and has the DRS on Benster, while Benster is sitting at about 70% ERS. So that's going to be a really tight battle at the end there. Looks like
oh, go ahead.
Fletch had a moment coming out of that turn. I think it's turn 7 right there. That interesting uphill. Lost the rears just a little bit, but he had recovered it.
We've got Centurion and Icy not far behind JMO, and JMO is on 12 lap old hards.
With a penalty.
With a penalty. Let's see what that penalty is. He has 6 seconds, which at this moment in time will take him down to 9, maybe 10.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's going to drop him outside of the points.
You might be lucky and get 1 point in 10.
Benster with a new fast lap of 1:19.6 on his fresher mediums. Seems like a pretty good spread besides the Centurion, Icy, and Dolphin battle going there. And Centurion's off. Icy's trying to overtake him and gets it on the straight.
I think Finn's out of this one now. He's got 11 lap hard tyres where the front runners are on mediums and they're a lot fresher.
Yeah. Looks like Icy is up 2 places from starting in the back really after that drive through and that spin, so Icy's really had quite the race going on today.
He could potentially get 4th if he's lucky.
Yeah.
He's got 6 laps remaining. J Moore has a penalty and he's only 5 seconds behind Finn, who's on 11 lap old hards.
Icy's pushing right on the back of Jay Moore now, who's it looks like easy overtake with the DRS. Icy takes Jay Moore for 5th place, and so now really just got to catch up to Finn, and he'll be in, getting some pretty good points. I mean, so far I think other than the position change, Icy's probably going to be my vote for driver of the day.
Pretty much, he's made up 10 places during the race. Bit of a lock-up from him there, but he's got a lot to play for.
Man, yeah, Fletch is in a really good position right now, sitting 3.5 seconds in front of Benster with 86% ERS, while Benster is really draining his, trying to stay out of the DRS of Evo. So just recovering up to 50% from Benster. So I definitely think it's going to be tough for Benster to recover from this one.
Oh, J-Mo just lost the back end there. Managed to keep it, but he's lost a place, or 2 places, and a lot of time. J-Mo
And
with
the
another
penalty.
penalty. And he's just hit his teammate. Not always good.
So did Dolphin spin? It looks like he dropped back quite a few places.
I didn't see it, but he's lost 18 seconds on Carrera, so he must have done something.
Because he was right on in contention for like 6th or 7th place right there, like during that battle with Icy and stuff. So he must have spun out.
He had to pit again during, because he's coming to the pits again. But he went on the intermediates and had to pit, and then had to pit again. So that's.
And he retires. Dolphin retires from the session after having a couple mishaps, leaving a yellow flag in sector 1. Man, I really wish they would change it so that the AIs didn't come back out on track after retiring in the pits. Looks like the AI of Dolphin had held up Finn on that turn 1, so he might have lost some time to Icy there.
I would just like to give a shout out to Carrera. He's a Div 2 driver. He's in 9th position now, so he's going to earn himself some points, even though he's a Div 2 driver.
Yeah,
So, well done to him.
absolutely. I saw some really good laps from him in practice the other day. And he's up 4 positions from where he qualified from, so yeah, he's having a really good drive today. Closest battle going on is between Shurian and Steak. Not much of a...
Yeah, Jock's behind him as well. No, he's not. Less than a second between Steak and Centurion. But he's got very little ERS. Doesn't have DRS, he's trying to break the slipstream.
So it looks like Colden recommends a qualifying ban for Dolphin. I'd say let's just kick him off the game in general. He's useless anyway. Just kidding. He's my favorite Brit, right next to Deathwing and Hypers.
Thank you. When did Benster take the lead? He's knocked out 2.5 seconds over Fletch and Evo.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all, man. Did Evo spin or something?
I don't know. I've just noticed it there, because it was Fletch, Benster, Evo. It's now Benster, Evo, Fletch. So we've missed something.
Yeah, he set the fastest. I saw the fastest lap, but I didn't. That was like 3 seconds down from Evo. So Evo must have had a situation or something. Jay Moore out on intermediates, getting testy with these this final lap grip.
Well, it's a hell of a way to finish a dry race on intermediates. Well, I do believe driver of the day is going to go to Finn, but I believe our driver of the day has got to be Icy, coming from the back after a spin, a drive through.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely consistent with that, man. Even with the championship of Div 2 last year, he got a T1 spin out starting from the last and ended up catching up and going for the win on the very final race of the season. So it's no surprise that Icy is consistently what's the word you want to call it, the magic man or something.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to take Finn on this lap. He's got 3.2 seconds to catch you, so unless something drastic happens.
It's like Finn is right on the back of Fletch too, so. So as the final lap comes around, we got Benster in first, followed by Evo, close battle with Fletch and Finn. We'll see how that works out. Followed by Icy, Centurion, Steak, Jock, Carrara, Jim. Ooh, yellow flag, who's that?
Finn could have potentially got Fletcher, but he's burnt off all his ERS now. And Fletcher's still got 25%. So all he's got to do is just ride it out to the line.
Oh, close battle on the inside there.
Sneaky,
Let's see how it goes. Oh no, yep, there it is. And with the win by Benster.
Followed by Evo. Fletch. Oh, okay.
No, Finn. Yeah, what happened there? Oh, did he crash out?
He smashed into the wall.
Did he crash maybe a little early?
I think perhaps he might have went to swing his arse round over the finish line and just hit the wall. Showed off a bit too early.
Yeah. That was a close battle at the end there with Fletch and Finn, but overall Finn ended up taking the podium with a total of 8 positions gained, I think. So, really good drive from him.
We've got 7 G Racing, what a donkey. Oh, that is a good way to that is a great way to describe it. He's just done 33 laps and blown it on the last, 10 meters? Really, we should get Benson to drive backwards round the track, in reverse.
Yeah, he has to do a last to first challenge every race going forward.
I've said it before, Benson should have his own division where he just races himself.
For the fastest lap consistently.
Yeah. See if he can beat himself for the fastest lap, and he wins,
Overall, really good race. Lots of clean overtakes. We had a couple mishaps here and there, but still had some great movements. Really good points from Ferrari, it looks like, with 4 and 5. Other than that, I don't think there was any huge movers in terms of constructors. Benster extending his lead in first place, as well as Alpine. I think they're ahead in constructors. Followed by Mercedes.
I'm still confused by Fletcher's move.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think he just tried. He was mistaking the DRS line with the finish line or something, but.
And he's trying to spin it around the start finish, and he's just hit the wall instead.
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll invite the podiums in a moment.
Looks like Hypers and Colden both called it, aiming for Benster. Cohen says Benster didn't use ERS for about 31 laps. I beg to differ on that one. He was pushing pretty hard to stay out of Evo's DRS zone for quite a while, so they were really draining each other's ERS.
And third, it was Evo second, wasn't it?
Yep.
Right, I've invited them into the party there.
Cohen says, "Well done on comms. Appreciate it. I think this is. I know it's the first time for me. I don't know about Deathwing at all.
It's the first time in charge. I've been in one before. It was fun. Let's put it that way. Right, we're waiting on Benster. Is he going to join? Don't forget to include your audio, lads. I'll give Benster one more invite. If he doesn't come along, then so be it.
Empray says, "Great comms and congrats to Podium. Nice comeback, Icy. Great race, I think." We all agree with that, Emprays.
Ah, here comes Benster. Well, that was the OWR Division 1 at Portugal.
Week 3.
It was a good race to watch. I hope we did a good job on commentating. Congratulations to Benster for first, Evo for second, and Finn for a very close third. Start with Finn in third. What do you think? How do you think your race went? And
Dad, can you please put my time on to 11? Mom's asleep.
yeah, we're still a bit confused about what happened there, but you know, it give you the podium. Congratulations. Nice driving from you. It was. I take it you're a new lad. Yeah, I don't recognise your name. Well,
Quite the first race.
Yeah, third place for first race.
And yeah, I think it was. So you took driver of the day with, I think it was a total of 8 positions gained, and I think 6 of those were just from the launch alone.
Yeah. Well, I hope to see more from that in the future. That was an outstanding beginning. Nice driving. Congratulations.
Hopefully we can give Benster a better run for his money going forward with you two.
Right, next to Evo, started second, finished second. Good racing. Nice fight with Benster there. I don't know what happened in the switch over there, but can you elaborate?
Yeah, start was pretty much perfect. I picked up 2 warnings by lap 6, so couldn't push flat out, and I wouldn't have had the pace to keep up with Benster and Fletcher. So, congrats Benster on the win and win for P3.
What happened? Because we both missed the overtake on Benster.
It was into the first corner, so I basically just got Benster off the line, to be honest. Just had a better launch and just pulled away. So,
Well, congratulations on second, and
thank you.
we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Now to Benster, the winner. No more need to be said on that one. I'm assuming you enjoyed the race. It was a good battle between yourself, Evo, and Fletch was in the mix there for a while. I think it was about lap 24, 25. It was Fletch, Evo, and then you, Benster. Can you let us know what happened next? We both missed it.
Some question that. Was that on the safety car? I'm sure I jumped
it was
Evo
about
in the safety car.
There was,
Was he pitted
I
for
think it was
mediums
about
again?
3 laps after that, because we were both looking at the midfield pack, and then the next thing we know, you're in the lead.
But I only got Fletch a few laps from the end when he spun.
Ah, is that
as
what
far
that
as I-
was?
Yeah, he lost it coming out of that uphill left-hander.
Right, that's
Which put him down
because
to
we
third.
were elsewhere. Well, again, yep. Congratulations on the race. Well done for coming first.
Yeah, cheers.
So Benster, looks like that'll gain you about 26 points from today. And that's putting you in the lead of the driver standings, just above your teammate Spence. Looks like you'll be having about 59 points after this one. So great job.
Yeah, cheers. Not the easiest of wins, like a spin in there from me, and didn't really have the pace with Fletch at the end, to be honest. But he made a mistake, so happy to capitalise from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks everyone for listening in. We have Div 2 tomorrow featuring myself and Deathwing, my comms partner today. I know a lot of you listening are part of that, so hoping to get some good laps in and overtake all of you. So.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. We know this.
All right.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we, mate?
Absolutely.
Right. Well, good night, everybody, and thanks for joining in and watching.
Thanks.
Misha, shut up. I need to work out how to stop the stream now.
I think I know how. Daddy, did you change your name again?
That's not me.
Who is it?
Hang on, I need to work out how to stop the stream.
If you go over to capture and share, and then on the Xbox guide, should be on the live streaming one.
Shall I go with the dog out?
Yes, please.
Mommy.
That helps out.
Right, there we go. Will it automatically save, yeah?
Yeah, I'll automatically save onto Switch. Onto
Right,
Switch,
spot on.
onto Twitch.
Right, spot on, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries.